Okay, so before I do anything, I need to hear how I sound over the game. Okay, let's go into my settings real quick. I might need to lower the game a little bit. I'm not 100% sure yet. Oh, I know what I have to do. Let's turn that off. Okay, hopefully it sounds a little bit better now. So I changed my settings again. Hopefully it doesn't sound too strange. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's already 60 frames. Okay. Never mind. Okay, I don't want to see what this looks like. That's strange. No, this is UI. Doesn't change the game. Oh, it requires reboot. Yep, never mind. We'll just leave that the same. Okay. Hopefully this is okay now. I'm just trying to figure out where my voice needs to be. I feel like it's in a good spot. I can raise it up a little bit. And it's kind of peaking. Yeah, this is fine. I can lower it just a tad. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna leave it there. I do think I should lower the game a little bit. Okay, so hopefully you won't even notice that. Close out all this. I gotta make sure I can hear the game again. Oh, okay. Different story. So like I said, it's gonna be it's a pretty short one. Maybe like 2 hours. I only get that far, like 2 hours. I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Alright, well, Dark Knight's the lowest, so that's what we're going with right now. Wait, is this gonna... No, I should be able to use Summoner for this, right? As long as it doesn't take me into a mission, I should be fine. Yeah, we should be just talking, okay.
No major injuries then. Good. I briefed the recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
The additional support was invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives. Though not all, I regret to say.
I take it that I'm addressing Lucia Junius. I'm the Forum's envoy, Fortuneau Leveilleur. And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak. Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuneau. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Sharlayan alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
'Tis nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
I swear.
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it. Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks. Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait. Did you
I feel like
hear something just now?
I feel like I did this. Is that strange? I did do this mission. What part of it? I guess I didn't finish it. I don't want to skip it, but I definitely did do this.
Where is this star's blasted pudding?
What if we don't have it?
Dawn may banish even the darkest night, and to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort. 'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plans. It's rude, is what it is. At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed. So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Etheris. Oriange made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still. And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
Marvelous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Oriange's inferior works no more.
He's suffering. He is suffering so much.
Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom? Ahem. As I was saying, should you require any assistance with whatever, we are at your disposal. We were born from Hydaelyn's love for the lives of this star, so naturally we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it? Aye, not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Urianger made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit.
What's up, Emot?
From there, it was
I just decided to do a short
and a jump towards resolving
Final
to do
Fantasy
better.
stream.
So please,
I feel like
show us
I
how.
did this mission
Help
though.
us help you.
Maybe I didn't complete it or something. But I definitely remember watching this.
Forgive me, but are they...
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
Hail, fellow, well met. You'd be a member of the forum, would you?
They are not
It's an
child
honor and a
rabbits.
pleasure to meet you
This
at
is just
last.
what they look like throughout their entire age, I'm assuming.
I'm
Because
living
all of them are their
Lives
exact same
right
height.
paw. That last bit is very important.
And
As am I,
they've been
if I
alive
may
for
humbly
lots
say
of
so
years.
myself.
I
They live on the moon.
bid you welcome to our star,
moon
Living
rabbits.
Way. On behalf of the Forum, I thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Charlian, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loperites made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable. 'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
Tis indeed. Oh my God, stop. Good to have you back. May thy disciples banish this darkness of the nights.
I am no esteemed philosopher of Eld. Nevertheless, 'tis my hope that what little knowledge I shared shall serve them well, and perchance help save us all. Will thou attend us at the Forum and lend thine own wisdom?
If that's all quite settled, can we start moving before Urianger catches his death? Even I'm freezing out here.
Oh, I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
Only follow my It may not be the most efficient, but it's typically the most fun. I don't know. That can get you into some trouble, man. I don't know if you want to do that. I don't know if you want to do that. Also, I don't remember I remember watching that scene, but I don't remember being here. Is that strange? I didn't want to accept that. I just want to see what it was. Damn it. I'm walking over there. That's far. I don't want to see what's in this lockbox. Fine. Okay, so I didn't fix this. Actually, I don't think I can fix this. It looks different. It looks different from me than it is from this one. Let me fix that right now. So it looks the same with this. There we go. I could have sworn I've done this. I remember coming here. I remember doing this. This is crazy. I know I should be reading this out loud, but they're really going over everything that we've already gone over, like cutscenes. I know they're going to go over it again when they start talking. They usually do. The Vana I know would never give up. No, but Medion is still out there. These are both good answers. I'm gonna say that one. Okay. That is outside. I probably should just teleport. It can't be that far, right? Let's see. Yeah, it's right here. It's not far. God damn it, son, running. All right. Hopefully they actually talk to me now and like explain all the things to me. Because before they were, the last time I was here, they were treating me like a criminal. And that's kind of messed up. Goddamn warrior of light. Can't be treating me like that. I'm ready to save you.
There is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter. We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far. Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, at their request, on the Great Exodus. You may enter. On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glacies. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzad-Han. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
All right, here we go.
Then let us begin. First, It is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Sharlayan has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Sharlayan citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Rabzat Khan was foremost among these, but since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct. This Ark, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today. However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Seven hells. Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem? We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on two conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Hydaelyn.
Oh,
'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
they're gonna use it to go to Medion.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alfino. Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself.
Is he mocking us? Build warrior light with us. Is he I'm here.
Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration.
Also, Beamon, I cannot say that word. I've been reading it for like the past 5 minutes trying to see how to say it, and I just cannot figure it out.
Students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms? "71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it."
All right, let's get to work.
Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
Finally a chance to subscribe. No, you don't have to do that. Damn it. Thank you for the resub with Twitch Prime for machining. I appreciate that. Thanks, Sam. Also, no way. What do you mean about time? I play this game like all the time. I don't know what you're talking about. Leave me alone. But also, so I actually had a plan. These past like 3 months, I had a plan. All right, and that was to finish this and just do like, you know, side stuff on the side. I wouldn't be streaming it. But what I would be streaming, I was gonna stream Final Fantasy VII remake stuff, because I never got the platinum for it, and I was like, yeah, I could just like do that, you know. Those are streams I don't have to like edit and anything. Like it'll just be like streams, you know. And then I could also, when I'm not streaming, do like finish the editing on all the stuff I have to edit, right? But what happened was I spent almost 3 months now not doing any of that, but editing 2 videos, which was really hard to do when you can only work on it on the editing like 3 hours a day, because that's the most coolest. It's actually really terrible. But you know, it's fine. I edited the 2 videos, but I still couldn't stream because it's a pain. Get your damn AC fixed, man. I'm trying. It's not my fault. I am paying the utmost amount of money to get everything fixed. Well, the reason why it's like been going out as much as it has been, is because the AC unit I have is 30 years old, you know? Not all your fault. No, damn it, John. Anyway, it's 30 years old. Well, it's actually over 30 years old. So a lot of stuff needs to be replaced at this point. In fact, there's a lot of things in my house that need to be replaced that are over 30 years old. Should have got a new AC unit. What's this guy doing? Well, okay. So if you don't know about AC, it needs two parts to work. Okay, I got one of the parts. It's replaced outside. It's brand new, but I didn't get the inside part replaced, which is, you know, I think it's like a boiler, maybe that might be what it's called. But like, there's also a connecting thing from this thing in my house, which he called it a boiler, but I'm not really 100% sure on that. Anyway, I mean, I guess he's the guy, so he would know. Anyway, there's a thing connecting. I think he called it a coil that connects to the AC unit outside that he thinks might be out and causing a leak. So he has to, but in order for him to get to it, he basically has to like kind of take the thing out and then get into it. So like he's thinking like, meanwhile, we'll just like replace the whole thing, because if that thing's out, you know, it's gonna cost us almost as much as just repairing the whole thing. And I have to like take it out anyway just to get to it to see if it's working. And I was like, oh, but so that's where I'm at right now. I'm just waiting he was actually supposed to come by today, see if he could fix it, or he could like check it out. But you know, he did not come today, so here I am suffering. I can't say that. I'm not really suffering, but you know, it rained today, so it was nice. She got a VCR. We're about to go ham on the old goodies. You know, you can find them online, right? Look, I mean, there's a lot of streaming sites that have that. You understand this, right? Golf from friends skills are showing. Gotta catch up, old man. I am okay with golf with friends, okay? I have very average skills and they need to be respected. Okay. Not the same as watching off of VHS. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like they're the same a bit. I only really watched Pokemon 2000, I think, as a child. The Pokemon movies were wacky. How dare you? How fucking dare you come in here and speak that blasphemy? How dare you? Couldn't find a functional link for the second movies. Dude, hold on. All right, look, wait, hold on. Wait, don't start it yet. Don't give me like 2 minutes. Also, I have to figure out what it's called too. So just, I need more than 2 minutes. Look for it for like 2 weeks. Hold on, because I watched them like recently. Wait, you said Pokemon movie 2000, right? That's the one you guys are about to watch one. Because I can't remember what it's called. What's the premiere for this one? Is nostalgic, but I just hate that Gen 2 movie is about Gen 1 Pokemon still. Dude. Pikachu's Vacation, that's what it's called. I think it was on oh yeah, that's right. Amazon had it. But they moved it. It's not on Amazon. No, it was on Amazon. That's where I watched. But they moved it to some other place. They have like a Pokemon network website thing now that has the episodes. But I can't remember what it was called. Actually, hold on. Let me see if it's still on Amazon. No, but they do have the first 3 Pokemon movies on Amazon Prime. And some of the older series, it looks like. Where the hell they move it to? Actually, I have a lot more Pokemon on here than I thought they would. It's upsetting. It's not even on YouTube anymore. Oh my god. It's getting harder and harder to find this stuff. Anyway, you got it. They got Pokemon on Amazon Prime. They actually used to have all of it on Amazon Prime. But something happened about 6 months ago. And they like removed a lot of different stuff. Like some of the newer movies got removed, and some of the like other little pre-movies that used to come out, they used to watch before the movie, you know? All that stuff is gone, and it got put someplace else, but I don't remember where it got put to. I could have sworn that Pokemon had like their own place where they put it to, because they just took it off of Amazon Prime. I have made a mistake. Absolutely not. I hope not. Okay, you know, I kind of well, I'm just gonna be Dark Knight for a little bit, just so I don't accidentally. Oh God, actually no, I don't. I can't be Dark Knight. God damn it! Okay. I'm gonna have to be Samurai or Sage for this next couple bits. So well, look at this. I mean, I guess it does fine. To take off the hat though. It looks terrible in cutscenes. Didn't have the mini moves on? Actually, not low-key, I was furious. Honestly, I don't know why they don't include the mini movies with that stuff anymore, because they were on the VHS tapes. I guess they just decided like, yeah, no one wants to watch us. Motherfucker, we do. Give them to us. Maybe Netflix has them again? I don't know. I don't know where they put them, but like I said, Amazon Prime used to have everything Pokemon. Oh, it's on Vimeo, so you can watch it there. Pokeflix? What's Pokeflix? Is that a thing? Is this a real thing? Is this real? Vimeo is like the Etsy streaming. Why include the short videos when you can put them on a separate CD and sell them on their own? But that's the thing. I'm not gonna watch them. Okay, so I found a site. I'm not sure if it's a real thing or whatnot. I don't know how this works. Hold on. Wait, can I just... Okay. Just... Is it actually playing? Is this a real thing? Is this... Alright, well, I'm gonna send this to you so you can see it. You can judge it for yourself, John. Hold on. Where are you? I'll be back later if you're still live. I will not be live. He will walk away at the end. Oh my god, stop it. Oh wait, I remember what it was the... Damn it, what was the one from the second movie called? It was the it was when they were in the city, right? Yep, I'll have to find it later. Want the Peachy Brothers? don't remember what it was called. Hold on, I think I found it. But anyway, I should probably continue to do more of the story before I have to go. What was that? Oh, I did find it. Lifer, thank you. That helped me. They're only what I got. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. This is a sightseeing thing, but I don't remember how to activate these. One more attempted to give Final Fantasy 14 a shot. I mean, it's like I was saying before, the little first little arc they have, the Realm Reborn, I did not like it. I know some people will fight me on this, but it's not a good arc. It's not. It's boring. It's like, it's what happens when you think you're like the best thing, and you think creating the best thing in the world, and it's just like this muddled fucking mess. All right, but it's a good starting point, right? Because it does set up a lot of really good characters. But everything else after that is actually really good, and it gets better every fucking expansion. Yeah, I don't know fuck about MMO story. Like, yo, no, it's like, look, yeah, you can skip the first little thing. I don't care about that, right? But like everything else after that, it's actually good. It's actually interesting. I personally think healer is the worst class. Let me explain that before everyone gets mad. All right, think about it. If you're DPS, you just gotta unga munga hit shit, all right? That's all. If you're a tank, you just got tank damage. You like pull enemies to you and you just activate all your fucking skills that tank and do damage. That's it. With a healer, you have to watch every single fucking person on your team, make sure their health is like not below half. And I hate that. Like in the lower ones, it's actually not that bad, right? But in the higher tier dungeons where everyone can just take like half their health and like really, really big hits, it's just like, well, you guys, some of you guys might die. I don't tell you. I'm not great at the managing. I'm not great at it. People will die. All right, where are we going now? That looks like it's above me. Am I going the right way? Wanna okay, it's over there. This is actually kind of far. I usually play healer multiplayer games. I mean, yeah, I do like playing support sometimes in games. Like MOBAs. You know, I do like playing healers or classes that do like a lot of just basic DPS damage, you know? I like stuff like that. I'm not super great at healing in like games like Overwatch, where it's like super fast paced and people can lose their health in like 2 hits. I'm like, how was I supposed to protect you from that? Like, why are you getting mad at me, man? How was I supposed to know you were gonna get 2-shot? That's not on me. What's wrong with? Okay, so it's somewhere over here. Oh my god. You're kidding me. Here's Storm, I mean Morales. Yeah. No, Overwatch, I mean Mercy and Zenyatta. Maple Story, I used to think there. You know, I'm not very good with Mercy, but they used to like playing Zenyatta. Yeah, I think he was like really fun. And then people who like stop playing Zenyatta. Like, my main person is Mei. I will play Mei for anything. I don't care what the team needs. I'm picking Mei. So then, you know, they decided to do this very clever thing where they were like, hey, we need to lock people down and these things stop them from picking like 4 DPSs. I'm like, bro, no, just let them do what they want. The game's actually fun like this. And then they fixed that like years ago, so people can't do that anymore. So you can only have 2 DPSs, 2 tanks, 2 healers or support, whatever, right? And so for me, I was like, well, that kind of ruins the game a little bit for me. And I gotta don't want to play it. I was having so much fun doing the thing we were doing before. It was great. Say hashtag Funky was right. I don't know what that means. You didn't. Yeah, I don't know what that means. You have to explain that, please. That guy does not like us. It's the paragraph. Oh, Jesus. Okay, then Donkey did a video where he played as a character and was doing really good. Then the people would complain that he was playing that character and forced him to switch characters. He did it 5 times to showcase how annoying the community is. And when it comes to forcing people to play characters they don't want to. Some people disagree, but a lot of people started posting videos and called Donkey was right because they agree with him. But that's the thing though, like certain games are like that, where it's just like, oh, if I pick a tank, you have to play these other classes are right. And thing is, like, that mentality is fine. It's the other type of mentality that comes with that. For instance, if I see everyone picking, right, and I'm like one of the last people to pick, I pick a DPS and I say, oh, we need a healer, right? That mentality is like, bro, if you knew we needed a healer, why you not pick a healer? What's up with that, right? And there's like I said, there's difference between like picking a character because you like playing that character and you just wait for everyone else to pick, right? Which what a lot of people do most of the times. But every now and then, there's that one asshole who's like, I picked DPS. One of you motherfuckers gotta play the healer or the tank or whatever. Like, bro, no, that's not how this works. I don't play who the fuck I want because that's what you did. Why would I give you what you want for you to give me what I want? And like for instance, like I said, like with MOBAs, you can do that. You can pick anything. It doesn't matter what someone says or what the game requires. That's kind of why I really like literally any MOBA over Overwatch. I don't even like League, but I would play League more than I would play Overwatch if given a choice. But a lot of my friends do play Overwatch, so I do play with them whenever they're like, hey, we want to play Overwatch. Yeah, sure, I'll play with you, man. But like, I would much rather be giving like open choices, even if the team needs me to play a tank, or which I'm never gonna do tank. I'm not very good at tanks. But like, even if the team needs me to play tank, if it's not like my friends and we're all like playing together, I'm not picking tank. I'm gonna pick whatever class that I enjoy playing, right? And Overwatch stops me from doing that, and I hate it. This one for shitting on either by saying it's the worst class. I was not doing that. That's not what I was doing. You should be asleep. I have proof. Look, I went to your VOD. You should be. Why are you checking the VOD? Why are you checking receipts? What? Look, this is true. Cypher. Cypher, why? Why have you betrayed me? We're DPCA and Bridge brothers. Why would you betray me like this? We're agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., man. Healer class best. Actually, God. Also, speaking of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I feel like that shotgun axe is like the coolest thing ever. Is that strange? Do you like the shotgun axe too, Cypher? Is that just me? Like, it's just like, it's such a rewarding moment when it comes out. I'm like, yeah, shotgun axe. Okay, anyway, back to the healer. So I was saying that I don't like mitigating all of everyone's life because I feel like I'm a manager and I'm managing everyone's health bar, and I don't like that. Like in the lore ones, it's actually perfectly fine because I can I'm limited to what I could do. So I'm like, okay, cool. I know I need to do this heal for everyone to heal. I can do this heal for single targets. I can give everyone a shield if I'm playing class like and chill, like I could do that, right? I could manage it very easily at like literally anything below like 70. I think I'm pretty good at it. When it hits like 80 and 90, I'm like, oh god, I have all these extra skills. I don't know what the fuck to do now. Oh god. And it's a lot harder for me to manage people's health. It honestly gets to the point where I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna pop these 3 skills over and over and over and over again unless someone dies, and I'll pop this one. Which I'm pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to play heal. I was an agent of Hydra all along. Ward. How dare you say that about DPS, all right? We do more than 0.3 of the enemy's health, okay? How dare you? Together, we do 100%, so you're welcome. Shut up, lazy summoner, man. Why are you attacking me right now? I did nothing wrong. I almost exited out of OBS. That would have been really bad. Where am I now? Oh my god, I'm finally in the fucking... Oh my god. I should probably just do this right. You're never... You're near your death? What do you mean near my death? Oh. What? Why? Oh, stairs. For shitting on the healers. Okay, I feel like I didn't say anything bad about healers. I just said I can't manage it. That's literally what I said. Wait. What is happening? He says the worst class. Because I can't manage it. For me, it is the worst class. I'm your white mage. Nobody fucks with the white mage. Because you lazy? No. I like to do my damage, my DPS. I enjoy doing it. Even if I'm not particularly amazing at that either. I like doing it.
Could swap them out. No, been there, done that. Down there, lost me eyebrows. Think, Coco, think! We be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged, for better or worse. Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the Ether Burner conundrum.
Huh. Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that
I saw he just took a shot at us.
to offer. If not,
What a bitch.
you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the ether burner.
Aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding. Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. And it probably won't kill you like an actual bomb. But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loperids?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
Interesting.
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the Northern Empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
It's real quick. There's some things. All you sons do is stand there. Yes, because that is optimal DPS position. Standing there and doing damage. Okay. You did the worst part of VW? Oh Jesus. Doing nothing. You say doing nothing? I say optimal DPS positioning. Okay. Oh, my video didn't spook you too much. I'm not gonna lie, I did not watch it, but only because I've seen Mortuary Assistant like 3 times at this point. I don't want to see it again. It has nothing to do with you. I just don't want to see it again. I'm so glad you agree about my optimal DPS positioning. Yes, that's what we're agreeing on. To do the most amount of damage, I cannot move.
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok-class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards, and the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up. It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
Oh boy. You want me to go there and fetch the what's-its? The what's-its! Yes! Is Obstay? Does that mean in fact he did watch my video? I did. That's it. Just no. That's Obstay has nothing to do with that. I just didn't watch it. It's to do with you again. It's the only one of your videos I haven't watched. It was. He wet his pants because he was scared. God damn it, guys! You should be asleep.
That may be for the best, though you doubtless find the task too dull for your liking.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously... Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours. What's all this?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward. This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-foot expedition myself.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Find a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
This man had a shopping list.
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship. I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about yapping? There's plunder for the taking, and I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
Going. Realistically, if the characters were in a game, they would say, well, the game designers added some refinement elements to the main character, we would go and, oh god, we could get really vast, but since they didn't, I guess they have sentient AI in this game, which probably not that good to be honest. Oh my god. You do the anniversary question? I did not. Oh hell yeah, the worst part of EW? You mean the bajillionth fetch quest we've done? Is that what you're talking about? Because I feel like we've done them in like every expansion. It's strange to do it at this point because, you know, we're near the end of the game. Well, near the end of, you know, Endwalker. I don't have maybe like 20 more missions left or something like that. It's not much. Meanwhile, in Uda. I said that wrong. God damn it. Why are we here right now?
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan Make.
Are we really about to do that thing where we talk to everyone we just talked to and they're like, we have to find the refined materials? Is that what's about to happen?
And form an expeditionary
Because
party at once.
I might be upset.
Call upon the Sultan Sworn and brass blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Infinikyz, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberk will personally see it done.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Tizona's blade clear the way. Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I wish you the joy of it. The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught. And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who call upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ul Namo, 17th in the line of all, bids you good luck and Godspeed.
I gotta be real honest here. Did we really need this? Like, they don't need to be motivated. They know the end of the world is happening. Like, the end of the world is enough motivation to do what needs to be done. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're going everywhere. Oh, God. It's just not one of those. The Weir of Light needs us to find these gems, guys. We're not talking. Wait. Here it is. Here it comes.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses.
Oh, heals are useless, is that what you're telling me?
Still,
oh, look at that.
It has ever been thus with Gridania.
I didn't say it.
We must
Game
steel
said it.
ourselves for a protracted
You
engagement.
were there for it.
In that case, might I suggest taking us along?
Why are you even here?
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might
So,
be
Slifer,
short on people with a
I do have
tiny
alert
operating
command,
thing.
but I do not have the bot up for it right now because I refuse to use it. But like, I haven't moved my commands.
Right.
I haven't moved my commands over yet, but I will. One day. Probably next week. Who knows? Whenever I'm free.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the scions assigned to the Shroud.
No alert commands. Do you have alert command?
I know the forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
Yes, I do. Is alert? No. That's a lie. If I'm going to go to your channel right now, I don't believe you. How do I go to your thing? Did you not do that right now? No.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalimo.
Oh my god, this is so hard for me. Why is this so hard, man? Oh my god, I hate it. Oh my god, stop. No. Jesus Christ. How do I get out of this?
There you are. We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already...
There it is. Both those pins were accidental, but they came in very handy.
That was a roar. A dragon's roar.
Don't you hate me, Slifer? I'm putting it in right now. Okay, he does have a alert command, that son of a bitch. Okay.
And so, in summation,
Oh my god, we haven't seen this guy
as well as
forever.
the Honorable Lord Lolorito himself reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid. Is that...
Hancock? What a surprise this is. And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
It's Raphael. Stop it. This is where it begins. Have fun hearing this music over and over. Just talk to the NPCs all around. Hold on. Okay, so I have to go over there anyway. Oh, open chat. I need you to check something. No, I don't want to open up chat. I do have alert. Okay. Yes, you did. I saw it. Still work. It's an Easter egg. What? After they talk to you though? No. Yeah, nah. I'm not gonna do that. I refuse to talk to every NPC unless it's about this story. All right. Actually, that's not true. Unless I like the NPC, then I'll talk to them. I tend to do that a lot. just want to get this waypoint before I do more story. I'm still lurking, so I can't hear the stream. Yes, you can. You can hear me. You can understand what I'm saying right now. So I will bring it back. There, it's back. What am I looking? Press some hunting again. I have to go in there anyway. Oh my god. Why are they on the other side of this wall, man? Okay, I'll pick this up, but I'm not gonna do it right now. Should have done it when I told you. Now you missed it. I'm okay with that. I want to get further in the story. You don't know this, but oh god. Oh god. You holding the finger up at the moment. Well, technically, you're not supposed to be holding up any fingers right now because you're supposed to be asleep. So that one's on you. Sleep is where that thing where you're not supposed to be awake, where you get real nice and comfy in your bed and you close your eyes and relax. That's what sleep is. I heard none of that. What? Oh, you heard it. Being comfy in bed sounds fake. I'm comfy in my bed right now. What are you guys talking about? Okay. Crap, I have to do this too, don't I? Doing this quest ain't comfy. No, I'm fine. So I had to miss someone somewhere. What the hell is that thing? What's a fade? The only time I'm come here in bed is when I have to get up early for something. Man, that feels like a lie. I feel like it's the only time you aren't comfy in bed. It's in front of it, isn't it? Oh no, yep, there it is. Same place, but I didn't do this. Actually, hold on. Oh, actually, never mind. I actually have a lot. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just gonna keep doing the story, guys. I'm missing a lot. I am missing a lot. I was like, yeah, I'm probably only missing like one or two. I did so much before, guys. Like, I think you understand. I did all of this before, like, I lost my AC went out. Like, my AC went out like the next day. He goes again about the AC. I can talk about my AC. It's a problem. Excuses? Oh my god. There's an actual quest line in the world. They forgot about it. I did not forget about it. I just haven't done it. This is like my first time being on the games that you told me about it. It takes 10 minutes. That feels kind of long. Many settlements in the Danland are built near an oasis. Areas near waterfalls are common sites for villages and Garabanians. Knowing him, he'll skip through it. Absolutely. I'm here for the rewards. You want to do it on stream? I'll do it on stream so you guys can see live action of me not giving a fuck. Right? I can do that for you guys. Though I probably would listen to the end of it though. I probably would read the last bits of it. Because the way you talk about it says like the last bit of it is kind of important. So I probably would read that. We can't get married anymore. All right. I think I just want to go to sleep now, guys. I'm tired. I don't want to play anymore. It's for my god. All right, next again. Is this near where I need to go for the other thing? It is. Okay. Is that an enemy? Oh god. Whoa, god. Okay. Get him. Go to sleep. Is that up there? I feel like it's up there. These are a lot of little quests. Where am I going? Of course it's in between. It'd be nice if this was, I don't know, anywhere not here. It'd be great. No, what? You didn't tell me to check my DMs. All right, I was looking at it before you said it. Okay, I see your messages. All right, I'm just not doing it right now. All right. I want to focus on the story while I have a chance. Check your DMs. Oh god damn it. Go to sleep. Also, so no way, I changed my voice. Hopefully. I know it does not probably sound as dynamic as it once did, but it should sound a bit more normal. Not as loud. Hopefully. Master. Well, as much as I like that you're here, I don't want to spoil you. I don't know. I don't know why I say that. I know you were playing this. I don't know how far you are. I can't watch this. Okay, yeah, see, I figured. Because I know last time I saw you were, well, you know, I made it to Shadowbringers. Oh, nice. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you got through the worst expansion, which was A Realm Reborn, and you decided to do all the cool stuff. Yeah, see, she agrees. I'm just saying, I have someone else on my side. She agrees. It's the worst one. You're the worst expansion. You're damn right I am. That's why. That's how I can tell what's the worst expansion. It's just like me. Okay. How you tapping my beak? All right. Just make sure. I want to make sure it's muted, because the adventure there probably will be talking. Where to next? Okay, and we're going back. That was a very strange mission. Okay. I can turn this question. I'm like a million away from this one. Let's sleep. like I know it's really quiet and I should be talking. I should be reading this out loud. But there's a reason why I'm not doing that. I've said it before. I won't say it again. It's so for me. Oh God, I didn't even do that. I have to be up there. God damn it. It's so it makes it easier for me to edit. Because I'm talking and I know, oh, this is very important. That's why I put this in the video. I can't sleep. You get soda? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Don't do that. Give it to me. I'll drink it. Mine. Can show off my glams near you. You don't need to do that. I'm not stopping. Look at your glams. Okay. Can I get as much story as I can today? Or have to end? Also, you should not be on the game. You should be going to sleep. What is the circle? Good God! One second. That's fine. All the cool kids hang out near my house anyways. Our house. Okay. Oh. Yes, our house. Unless you have a separate house from our house. You know, it'd be nice if they lowered the circle a little bit. Found all three. You know the worst part about this? I'm gonna have like 4 level 90 classes at the end of this. And then I'm gonna have like all this extra like experience that I can't put into any other classes because they aren't high enough to turn in missions. I'm actually really upset about it. Which is why I was like really trying to get Red Mage up. It's 80. Let me show you. Yeah, it's 80. Like Dark Knight, Samurai, Sage, Summoner, all 89. And they're all pretty close to... That's Xehanort? That's Xehanort, right? Like we can see that's Xehanort. His hand's the dolphin. Oh my god, stop it. Wait, did I miss one? How lucky am I?
So much in, well, in forever.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
Worst part is now done.
'Twould behoove you to consult with Sleeping-Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial. Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge. When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that, were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt. Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget...
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
This guy seems like a bit of an asshole. That's strange.
Yeah, yes, I am.
Does he recognize him? Does Decker recognize him?
Sharlayan's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic. And Moonbreeder's parents.
Oh. Also, I forgot to take off my hat.
It hath been some time. 'Tis... 'tis good to see you in good health.
Likewise, old friend. Blavida and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
I'll say, the nerve. Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where. Do you have any idea how worried we were?
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years. She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you.
Oh.
Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know. We always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others. Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while. Arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together.
So what was that about 8? Realm Reborn being the worst expansion? It still is, lady. This is post. This post. Post is more important than the actual expansion. Was that what you were trying to say? Because that's what just happened. I'm not saying that. That's how little of importance the main quest line for A Realm Reborn is. They have to reference post game. Just putting it out there. Also go to sleep.
You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy our daughter trusted and believed in more than anyone grow into the man she always knew he could be. I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
I'm so stupid out here with this hat.
This moon breeder. She was important to him, wasn't she?
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
I could have sworn I took it off for the cutscenes. God, this is so much experience. God damn it. Born is better than Stormblood. I'm gonna hard disagree with you on that one. Tons better. Again, I'm gonna hard disagree with you there. I mean, she has a point. She does not. Are you gonna tell me Haurchefant sacrificed himself for no reason at all? All right, is that what you're telling me? To be in the worst expansion in the game? I don't think so. Who's font? Wow. Wow. See that you're a little bit hurt for liking the worst expansion in the game, and that's okay. All right, you will heal in time. Oh no, Stormblood's the one with the. No, dude, Stormblood introduced what's his face? I can't remember his name right now because I'm blanking. It's been so long since I played the game. We got the lady who lost her memory. I can't remember her name right now. I'm really blanking on everything right now. I enjoyed Stormblood. Also, I never really got how it was political. Everyone kept telling me that, but like I never really understood it. Like it's about a country and we're kind of dealing with their problems, but we do that with like every place. So how is this one different? It introduced some great character with the story itself and sleep faster than Nightmare Dungeons do in Diablo 4. I can't agree with that. I feel like I really enjoyed Stormblood. There's a lot of stuff in Stormblood that was really good. Though, I mean, people were dying left and right, which was kind of crazy, or they seemed like they were dying. They were just taking some really big hits, and I was like, "You guys stop doing that!" Like, okay. What the hell's that thing? No, that's a lot closer than I thought it was. If I get into a fight, am I gonna drop this box? Like, I don't want to drop this box. So I will admit there are some parts of Stormblood that are boring, but for the most part, I actually really enjoyed it. Just know the shit out of me. I don't know. I feel like Lisa's kind of fine. I mean, yeah, I mean, I just don't get it. Like I know there are reasons why she annoyed you more than me, but I thought she was fine. Cough? Uh-oh. I guess it's time to go to sleep. Oh no. To find more people. Not rough bed ramp. There we go. Eva's Ida. Stop it. She was fine. Lisa's fine. I do need to stop real quick and get something in the kitchen. I want to wait till this is over. Oh my god, no way. I just realized I never heard your new voice. Guys, Noah got a new mic and he hasn't talked to me on Discord yet. He's very rude about it. Pretty sure he has been actively avoiding me. Kind of rude about it. Whenever I would watch someone start the game and he shows up for the first time, I would always ask, who the fuck is that? It's because you think Shadowbringer is better than they are. It is! There are way more interesting things happening in Shadowbringers than there was in The Realm Reborn. I thought we were still talking about Shadowbringers. Sorry, Stormblood. I don't know why did I say Shadowbringers? Anyway, Stormblood. Yes, I still think Stormblood has a lot of. I don't know why I said Shadowbringers. I meant Stormblood. Stormblood, I think, has more like bigger like points to the story and a lot more entertaining for me than a Realm Reborn. Like a Realm Reborn is for me is boring, except for anytime they ask him to show up, which is not the. It should be more of the story, but it's not. Anytime, what's the fucking name of the people? The people in the armor. I can't remember their name. I call them the squad. Anytime they're there, story's good. But again, they're not there that much. Like I would say, like probably like half the story, they're not there. Even though towards the end of it, they're a really big part of the story. Which is why I wasn't enjoying Realm Reborn most of the time. Coils is better than the whole chap. The Stormblood? I did enjoy the coils. I did enjoy that about the Grand Dance. I thought that was pretty cool. But I disagree. Stormblood still, I think, has like bigger story beats and better. Okay. So I will be right back. Get something like that one. I'll use the other one. There, is that better? You can never have fun anything. No, we didn't. Came back with just the right timing. You did not slide for stop it. So let me explain this. We'll be right back one for the other one. So there is a probably get that right again. So there is a place called Fort Job, right? But I had my glasses on when I originally saw it, So I like stop. It's like, does that say foot job? And I put my glasses on. That says it's for a job, which is why I created that. I actually use it for a video, but I was like, you know, I can use this for stream too. Why not? It's funny, which is why that exists. You can hear all that, right? Yeah, that's loud. That's really loud. I apologize for that. Get out of here. Go to sleep. What's wrong with? What's wrong with? So naturally, your brain auto-completed it into what it wanted to be. No, it was just blurry because I didn't have my glasses. I needed my glasses. Oh, this chair. I can't see without my glasses. Dang it. What? Chicken 100% seal them all, so that's about to kill her. No. See, like, the thing is, it's a movie, okay? They can't show 100% what it's like for Velma, okay? Like, honestly, like, when I take off my glasses, which I actually don't wear my glasses as much as I should. Mostly because I don't like the way my eyes feel when I wear them for long periods of time. Like, my eyesight feels like weaker, you know, versus if I don't wear my glasses for a while, even if some things are blurry to me or can't make out certain things, they feel stronger, which I know that probably doesn't make sense. If you don't wear glasses, you probably don't understand that. Like, if I wear them enough, it feels like, oh, I can't see shit without my glasses. And I have to like retrain my eyes to be like, hey, you actually don't need these. So if you could just look at this for a second, you'll be fine. So I only wear my glasses for when I need them. I have 20/20 hindsight. Stop. Yeah, if you have people to do the Jackbox stream, that could be fun. See you, bitch. See you. See you. Oh, hi, it's up. How you doing? I'm stuck on this. I'm stuck on this. Oh my god. How many of those do I need? Like 15? God, I need so many. Hey bro, how are you? It's a very tough question. I'm physically okay. So I got that going for me. Mentally, I'm dealing with a lot. Mostly because I have to wait for a lot of things to happen. Which is why I'm mentally not okay. But what's another one? But I'll get there. You know, next month, once I get everything done that needs to be done. Guess what? What happened? You just mad because I compared to Velma? That is number 2 on the list of why I'm mentally distraught, yes. Got a 1 terabyte for my PS5 so I can play more games now? Oh, hell yeah. Actually, I do have a question. Is it like hard to put in? Like, a lot of people say you can just basically slot it in, basically, or something like that. Did you get the right one as well? I know a lot of people say you need the one with the heatsink. That makes sense? I know those things are fucking expensive. Nice, that 1 terabyte on PS4. Slifer. I have 2. Oh no. That was not the plan there. And for some reason, I have a super PS3 controller on top of that hard drive. That PS3 is not here. Why? I don't know, I bought mine some GameStop and just took mine apart. Why? Oh, okay. I see now. I see why. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Must have today out 3 minutes early. Actually, I use that. I don't think I've actually told you this about me. I actually don't have a job. So that brings a lot of questions like, all right, how do you live alone? You have a job. How are you paying your bills? That's a lot of questions. I can't answer them right now. All right. I was unlucky and lucky at the same time, which is why. Also, I probably should have seen where I was going instead of just. I've done this, right? I have. He has golden pants every time he puts them on. Puts his pockets. Oh god, Chris $1 bill comes out. Oh god, no, please. I wish.
All set, I take it?
We finished what we could. Delivered supplies, tracked down escaped animals. Trivial tasks as they may be.
That's enough, don't you think? If there was anything more important still undone, that would be a problem in itself.
The vessel is essentially ready for departure. All that remains is to load the final batch of supplies and see everyone on board. Once we've readied the ether burner, that is.
Ah, had a feeling we might find you all here.
Our consultations with the Loporrits, too, have run their course. Pleased I am to say that our researchers' concerns have, for the most part, been allayed, though some insist on making adjustments to the very end. For their part, Livingway and her peers have graciously offered to stay and keep the people company, lest any lingering queries go unanswered.
All that remains is to wait for the refined adamantite.
Alphino, are you there? It's me, Cryo. Your special delivery has arrived. Round up everyone and come to the harbor at once.
All right, it's time to fix these afterburners. What are they called?
Let us go at once.
Ether burners? What do they call them? Time to fix them.
Forgive the intrusion, Master Fortuner. I bring urgent news. A great commotion has broken out in Scholar's Harbor. Your presence is requested, with all speed.
Now, where might this delivery be? Oh.
That is a lot of oh my god.
I'm sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits.
By the 12! Surely, these can't all be.
Bleeding hellfire! They're bringing them by sea and by air. All these folks in these crates.
Okay, now stop. I can't wait to see your next video on YouTube about Yu-Gi-Oh! That's so funny. I rewatched Rex Raptor and Weevil Underwear game like 20 times. I actually do have another one coming out tomorrow, the 6th. Believe it or not, when my AC was, well, my AC is still out, but the 2 months it was out before, I was working on 2 more videos for that. So those are coming out soon. Like I said, I think the first part's coming out tomorrow. And I'm still kind of working on the second one. It's mostly done, but it probably won't come out till like next month because I'm doing like a bunch of other stuff too. Like I just finished editing like Getting Act 1 and Act 2 down, which was like both like 58 minutes a piece. Like, god damn it. I don't, I probably should just stop doing editing story and Genshin. Like, it's like I have fun doing it, and then I like edit it. I'm like, man, I just don't have fun doing this. I just like, it's a lot more fun when I do like the fun stuff, me exploring and stuff like that. Like doing the story is just like, god, this is so boring to do. Because I want to show like not only my reactions, but also like, but I like do the story, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. I mean, now it's gonna come back streaming. I did not hear that. Well, I'm glad you're coming back. I know you took a break for some mental stuff you were dealing with. I did not grab enough water. I didn't grab enough water. I'm so thirsty. Oh, yeah. I think it's important to take breaks when you need them, you know? You don't want to get burned out. And like once you get burned out of like content creation, you don't want to do it anymore. Even when you're feeling up to do it, you don't want to do it. Like it's October 7th is my comeback. That's great, man. That's, I mean, hey, you got 1 more month and enjoy that time off. Also, if you haven't seen the other ones I did, we did a Yuma versus Shark one as well. I'm not sure if you saw that one, but there's like other videos you can watch if you wanted to. I should probably put them all in one playlist. Yeah, y'all have a great stream the rest of the day. Well, you too, Cypher. I know you're getting ready to, you know, for stream in like 2 hours. I will probably not be up for that, but because I'm going to go sleep very soon. I'm probably going to be doing this for maybe like 30 more minutes.
And more on the way. Got your adamantite right here. A bigger haul than any of these sorry bastards brought, and that's no lie.
See you, Cypher.
Yes, because you were charged with seeing the shipments from Gridania and Uldar here, along with your own. Give credit where credit is due.
Sounds like the sorry whinging of a sore loser. An hypocrite to boot. Ain't no way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Dalamud shard.
I'll have you know I went all the way to the entrance. I played a vital role in keeping a lookout whilst our expeditionary forces secured the adamantite.
Left you outside so you wouldn't get anyone killed, did they? Well then, credit where credit's due, you did a right fine job sitting on your ass.
Jesus.
Take that back.
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
My, what a grand welcome party.
Hancock and Saraban.
We come bearing relics both sacred and Allagan, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance. Our friends in Bosnia, for instance, have sent along a few artifacts for the brave allies of the Resistance.
Wait, you say Bosnia? I thought it was called Bosnia.
A number of items from Eureka as well, courtesy of one Ejika Tsunjika. He says a little advance warning would have been appreciated by the by.
I myself have come with a sacred relic of Rayson Temple. 'Twas passing fortunate that Senri's dango craving brought us to Kugane. We arrived precisely as Hancock was making his arrangements. Upon learning of your need, we made haste back to Hell's Lid, with our dango, never fear, and consulted with the other auspices. All consented to the lending of Tenzin's legendary Phoenix Blade for this noble cause. Suzaku and Seiryu were nevertheless worried that it might be lost in transit, however, and insisted upon accompanying me to Onokoro, where I had intended to entrust it to our Confederate allies. I thought instead to give it over to Hancock when we chanced to cross paths yet again. But alas, Seiryu remained ill at ease, and ordered me see the blade into your hands personally, or die trying.
We did, of course, need quite the impressive vessel to get it all here in time. Fortunately, our majestic associates have been more than helpful. 'Tis an honor to join the Warrior of Light on another adventure, they tell me.
That is all wonderful to hear, but what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino. Lord Lolorito looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East Aldenar Trading Company went to some lengths to reduce the financial liability. And since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gil need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
We funded the venture? When?
Don't let the name fool you. This coinkeeper knows a thing or two about spending. When it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts, which is why frugality is paramount. We also have the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement. She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions. We even had coffers to fill.
Mother!
Man, they are just bringing everybody back with these last few scenes.
I remain, of course, an entirely neutral party. I simply thought our family's coffers were needlessly full. We can hardly take them with us on your teeny-tiny toy boat, now can we? And 'twould be a shame to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent. Waste not.
What? What?
However did you manage so much in so short a time, though? We expected word to reach only a fraction of our allies.
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
Why is that guy?
You were involved too.
I received a letter from Cryle after we parted ways in Labyrinthos. She explained what the Scions were trying to accomplish, and why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners, spread across the world as we are. I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlotte. I accept that the Forum's aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it. Yet, in collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know. That is why I chose to help the Scions. to combat the obliteration of those countless undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters. Though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed. To make a long story short, the whole of the guildship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
What's this about a ship that can fly to the moon? And why didn't you mention it sooner? The one time you don't beg my aid, your problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon.
See it? You brought the team.
Of course. Garland Ironworks' finest. You need only point us towards my new favorite ship.
As you like us not suspect, we've also brought adamantite for Mordona's Dalamud shard. I admit to some consternation upon first receiving Kryl's message. So few scions remain at the Rising Stones now. Far too few for such an expedition. However, the Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshire's treasure hunters, not least among them. I know. How the Gobbyflock fought. Slowfix's gratitude for the safe return of his daughter has not waned, and he gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness. The clash between their machina and the Allagan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the Gobby booms.
Fascinating as all this is, I fail to see how it explains your presence here. Does Razat-Han not have more pressing concerns?
We do. Yet averting the final days would be the
Dude, they are really bringing everybody back for this scene. I thought they brought everybody back before for that one scene. Well, no. This is really everybody.
Though they chose to take their leave of Thavnair, those you saved in Galimund remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words. 'Tis appropriate that I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better. You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Summer, and his journey across the great expanse. As he traveled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere. Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent. Ashdai's answer was silence, as ever. Tiamat and Chris-Velgre, however, responded favorably to the suggestion. My sire, too, stirred from his slumber long enough to speak and say, "Very well." Thus have I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself along.
Bugger me, this is so unbelievable. I've gone right back round to believing it again. Forget a 6% gain in efficiency. With all these goodies, we could get 7, no, 10, no, 14 bleeding percent. Think of how far we could go. What we could do with that much power. What we could blow up.
Wait, what?
If Kokol is duly convinced, then it must be true. In which case, the Scion's end of the bargain has been fulfilled. Would you not agree?
Oh, he's upset about that.
Yes, Father?
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship. Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. The lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility. Do you understand? And are you prepared?
We have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
Then I will bear it with you. I beg you, share your struggles with me. As family.
Say you love us or we won't. Do it. Say it. Say you love us. Say it. Say it. Can you imagine?
You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst. It was love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming. And a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage. I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures. The great exodus would succeed, must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative. If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father. The Archon Louisoix openly decried Charlian's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older. Yet even as part of me thought him a fool, perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart.
I'm hearing a lot of words, not hearing the words, I'm sorry.
His doing, when he perished at Cartano.
You literally said you weren't, we weren't your kids. I don't know.
I remembered.
I don't know what else you want. You're supposed to say, but I'm pretty sure I'm sorry is supposed to be the words among them. And I haven't heard that yet.
To protect you. No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise. Detest me, fight me tooth and nail. I would suffer it, and more. And be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship. I was wrong. You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared.
We're getting a lot closer to the I'm sorry. I appreciate that. He made it, he was wrong. Takes a big man to do that.
And already begun to do so.
Or, well, a big person.
Good. Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard, that we have felt and learned in our travels. Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful. Always.
Oh no. Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures. Whatever will happen if he learns what you were really up to?
Amelians.
Don't bully your husband.
Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well. I assumed that it was the Scion's influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger. Yours, in particular. I see now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today. In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
If we've finished loitering about the harbor, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
Perhaps you can spare a few words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo. You've no small number of friends and admirers here after all.
All right, now that I have your attention, all of you have held me back from greatness. From this day forward, you will no longer do that. Can you imagine? Lend us your strength. Our moment of triumph is close at hand. With me. I kind of like that one. I'm gonna go with that one. Short, sweet, to the point.
Your assistance is appreciated. Now, in an orderly fashion, if you please.
What kind of missions you got back here? Oh God, they're so lame. This is like no experience at all. Dude, I was getting more experience running the tent thing. I'm gonna finish up this quest and then I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Wait, don't I have this up? I was like, where has he got me going? Oh, no. I realized it was girl. Oh, is that the ship? I didn't think the ship would be this big. I know it has to like hold all humanity, but like, for some reason I still didn't think it'd be this big. Alright guys, I'm gonna end. So I got pretty far today. We completed the quest. I know, right? It took forever, right? Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. And I will see you guys later. Also, thank you. I'm sorry. I always, you know what's kind of crazy about my like, I actually have a Twitch outro and I don't realize that I'm doing it until like I get to the end, and then I'm like, oh, there's that thing I say every time, and I've been saying for like 4 years, but for some reason my brain just auto completes the sentence. Okay, anyway, doesn't matter. Anyway, thank you guys for watching.